I was brought up in Hampstead. I was very lucky to be brought up with a middle-class Jewish family, reasonably wealthy. Thanks, Mum and Dad. I went to Highgate School up the road, the public school. I think I was the only guy on the street. His parents didn't want him to go to university. In fact, they didn't want me to do A-levels. And when I was 14, I was just go and work at one of his shops in the West End, clean windows, whatever I had to do. And there was always that work ethic, which I think bore me in good stead in later life. I really did. I got a lot to thank him for that.
After leaving school at 16, John Moss spent brief but unsuccessful stints in a succession of punk bands, including The Clash, The Damned, and Adam and the Ants. Then, severely depressed, he checked onto a course at Exegesis, a cultish American form of motivational therapy.
Well, Exegesis, originally it was like S. It was another training seminar for salesmen in America. I sit down and I said, "Why are you here, John?" So I'm here because I want to be a pop star. She said, "No, I want to be a famous musician." We went, "Oh, really?" I went, "Blimey, where'd that come from?" I thought, "What?" And that was the first step. That's really what I wanted. All this other stuff wasn't a problem. It's just the fact that I wanted to move on. And he went, he said, "How are you going to achieve that?" He said, I want to concentrate more. I want to be less self-indulgent. I want to sort of really, find my way again." And it didn't work. It didn't work with me. I came out, "Wow, yes, do it, I'll do it." And they're like, "Oh my God, it worked, really, I promise you." Saw this guy on Vivienne Westwood boots, Spider-Man boots with toes cut up, his sort of purple pantaloons and a Vivienne Westwood top, with sort of dyed red hair, sort of ponytail and makeup on, and I just thought, bloody hell, what is that? And I thought, I've got a crush on this guy.
The minute John met me, he knew he was onto something. So I don't think for a second he ever thought about not joining the band. He was in. Like a rabbit on a greyhound track.
John just wanted success, really. George and I had tons of ideas and everything, but we didn't really know how to put them together and how to fit all the pieces together. But John did. He had that kind of energy that was needed to make the whole thing work. John wanted us to go in an out-and-out pop direction, and that's what we did. And I'm glad for it.
And anyway, boys turned up. He had aubergine hair. He'd been in a band called Russian Bouquet, really Essex. So I was thinking, oh, fucking hell, man, no. I did the whole thing, the name Russian Bouquet, and he was just great. It worked.
He had a good haircut. That was the most important thing about him. He had a good haircut.
The cultural differences in culture were just absolutely amazing. He made it. He made the square.
This is Canvey Island, the place for fun, sea and piracy for the Essex youth, you see. The big place was the Gold Mine. There was a club called the Gold Mine, and it was the centre of jazz funk. Baggy jeans, coloured sweaters, and Mark II Cortinas, and Essex girls. And in fact, about 100 yards down the road from here is actually where Roy lost his virginity, in the back of a Ford Anglia. And I don't even remember her name, isn't that sad? Music was damn good. I got into jazz funk music and that whole thing. So our first single, White Boy, is very much a jazz funk record, actually. I mean, it's White Boy soul in terms of musical contribution to Culture Club. I think myself and Mikey had quite a deep knowledge of that stuff, and along with Mikey's obviously reggae and sort of Motown influences, we brought a lot of that to it. George was more the pop guy. John basically knew how a band should work.
There's no point going into commercial business without a commercial eye. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. So the difference was I met three other people who really wanted to get on with it and do something, and had I think what it was, had a pop sensibility.
The name Culture Club trumpeted the band's wildly varied cultural and musical backgrounds, but for George and John, it was more than the music.
I fancied John, but I didn't really realise that he fancied me. What had happened is that he went away to America to visit some of his relatives, and he sent me a couple of postcards, and I sort of innocently went into his girlfriend's shop in Covent